Oh, bro. 8 billion people on this fucking planet. We all don't eat the same, fuck the same, look the same, talk the same, and we all don't share the same opinions. So, welcome to the podcast. I'm gonna smoke my joint. Y'all pay attention to the show. And if you got any questions, make sure you drop it in the comments and subscribe. All my guests are either speaking their mind or just having fun on the pod. That's all it is, entertainment. No more, no less. Peace, love, and watch your six. I'm out. Smoke up, lift the game.
Start this shit.
Welcome to the first episode of Lift the Game podcast. I'm your host, Kev Dat Dude, and I got some pretty good people with me, I would say. I hope.
Except for that other nigga though.
That's all right. I got OG Roy.
Yeah.
To the far right, we got Slim.
What's happening?
We got Lance.
Here.
Y'all gonna hear this nigga mouth a lot.
All day.
All day.
Ralph is here. Sergey is here. The best fucking cameraman in the world is here.
Serge.
Chris, Alex, everybody is here. And we celebrating a little bit today. Today is my 39th birthday.
Yeah.
So
You on deck?
I know, I'm getting up there.
What they say in the batter's box.
I'll get up
They in the
there,
batter's
bro.
box.
Upper room.
We already knew what it was.
Too fucking old, bro. So, what better way to kick off my birthday, I thought, was to get the homies together and start a fucking podcast.
Crazy.
If y'all know me, y'all know for years that I used to drop music or albums on my birthday, but today, me and Sergey say we starting something new, bro. And this is where we at with it. So welcome to the fucking first episode.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Appreciate y'all being here.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Clap that up. Clap that up. Yeah,
Clap it up.
that's impressive.
This is
You
beautiful.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Silverback gorillas are in the house, baby.
Y'all belly
You
full.
built like one.
Bet.
Y'all smoked enough?
Listen,
Nah,
I
we
told
ain't
you.
never smoked.
Nah,
We ain't
smoking
never
the-
smoked.
Listen,
Nah.
okay, all right.
But
nigga.
we good for now.
We good for now until we have the
Let's
break.
get it stuck.
All right, what we talking about? What we doing? What
So
we doing?
okay,
So what's the
it's
the
only right
gist
since it's
of
the
podcast?
lifted podcast. I guess we get to the first question. First time smoking. How old was you? And your experience. Who want to start?
Are we talking about bud or smoking? Period.
Smoking.
Right.
Like,
Nigga,
everybody ain't no
bro,
crack
we got the
head.
lifted
But I
podcast.
smoked a cigarette before I got high.
No,
You
no,
get what I
no,
mean?
I'm
That's what
talking
there's a
about-
difference in that.
We're not talking
That's
about
why.
crack.
This
We're
nigga-
not talking about
Listen
crack.
here, dope fiend.
I instantly thought crack. I don't know.
I'm just
Instantly,
saying.
I'm too big to be
said
doing
so
crack.
much.
Wait, first off,
Like we
bro.
ain't talking about weed.
Who say when you say smoke and you say smoke what? No one ever think like cigarette first, nigga.
When you said your first time smoking,
What?
Yeah.
It's called the Lifted Podcast. We are
Lifted.
stoners. Lifted.
God.
So your this nigga
Yellow
slow
people.
over here, bro.
Yellow
I smoked before. You said
Okay,
lifted.
okay,
I had to
okay,
get lifted
okay.
before we started, so
That's
I'm
the-
trying to come.
Go ahead.
Start.
Y'all
Go
go ahead. Now that I
No,
know,
no.
Kev was already ready over there.
Shit, I was a late bloomer, man. I was 19. I had just got kicked out of college, playing ball. I got kicked out of school. My homie Dean was like, bro, you smoked before? I'm like, nope. And at first, I didn't think that shit did nothing to me, bro, until we went to 7-Eleven and I bought like 4-pack of s'more Pop-Tarts. And ever since then,
Is that why you got kicked out of college?
No.
No, you did that after you got.
I
You
never
said fuck it
yeah,
afterwards.
Afterwards, I
How did
never.
you get kicked out of college?
That's like family business shit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's the first episode. We can't dump that. That's too
Y'all
deep.
got it. Y'all come
That's
back.
too deep.
Was the
Y'all-
first-
We
it's
come
the
back.
first-
Put it
That's
back in.
Yeah.
My bad.
run that back in a couple
after-
episodes.
But after that,
But a quick question.
Yeah.
Why you get kicked out of college?
I'm
fucking with you.
Hey,
I'm saying with you.
He didn't have me
See?
serious. Like what? What's
Like,
up?
yeah,
They
like,
get
what you-
deep.
all right,
They
come
about
on.
to- But yeah, that was. But yeah, I was 19. So I was a late bloomer with that shit compared to most people.
I think the very first time I smoked, I was working at Golden Corral.
You were smoking at work? Like that was the first time?
After work.
Oh, okay.
It was after work. And we was like, they was like, you smoke? I was like, nah. You want to smoke? Yeah. I'll try it, you know. But it was some Babbage weed, so it didn't really do nothing to me. It didn't give me no
Effect. I know.
no really effect. It gave me more of a headache. So after that, I stopped smoking, and then I started. When did I start really smoking again, heavy? Probably when I got to Germany. Yeah. When I got to Germany, I started smoking heavy.
Is that did they always? You've been out here a minute. Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
We were
it's a
talking about
question.
that earlier.
It's a question.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna ask you no years and nothing like that, but you've been out here
You
for
can ask me.
for a minute. Okay, for y'all don't know, we are in Germany. I ain't gonna tell y'all what location, but we in Germany. I don't know who.
I ain't scared.
I am.
If you know us from the podcast, then you know where we from.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
true. Yeah,
Simple
that's
as
true.
that.
That's true.
Facts.
So, how long you been out here, if you don't mind me asking?
Over 20 years.
So, what year exactly you get
I
here?
came here December 1999.
Damn.
He said, damn.
Yeah.
Put that
Hey, he was over there. Hey, he was over there like,
You thought about that shit for
Like-
a second. What was you doing in '99?
Yeah, that's yeah.
what
Yeah.
was you doing in 99?
I was
my
outside
bad.
playing somewhere.
I'm sipping,
I guarantee
so, I mean,
you.
I'm out there.
Um,
I'm out there.
but you-
Yeah,
but
I've been over here since then.
And at any
And I was
point in
still
time,
young.
I know I'm not gonna get off
What's
topic
up?
real quick, but at any point in time, did you ever want to like go back, like to
Go back
and
home?
go back and live there?
No. Because I was running away from there.
Okay, we'll get that shit later.
That'll
we'll get to them topics.
That'll be
Yeah, we'll get
episode
to
52.
52. Man.
No. I want to get everybody's
background
background about
you know
the
what I'm
weed,
saying?
the
Yeah,
weed
yeah.
situation first.
All right, well,
Background.
yeah, that's not background, but yeah.
Nigga, this ain't Vlad
I'm from Bama, you know, and yeah.
I
I've
was
been
trying
in
to get
Germany.
away.
I've been in Germany for more than half of my life, so yeah, that's. I'm one of the OG. I'm one of the international players.
He half German for real.
Like for
At
real.
this point.
They call me Blurman.
You drink that
Looking ass.
bubble water?
Well, no,
Oh,
I ain't that
yeah,
German.
I'm
I
about to
ain't that
say,
German.
I guess I'm that German. Nigga. Listen,
I can't
on a
drink.
hot day, boy, spritzing
that shit's
vodka.
hard.
Give me gas, bro.
My daughter
Yeah,
called
right.
that
Sipping
shit
that, be
Sprite.
burping.
It damn near burn like Sprite.
I tell her, as
Listen,
long as you
what?
drink your water,
For what?
it's Sprite.
Why
Listen,
drink bubble?
it-
If you drink bubble water, you might as well drink Sprite. You might as well drink a
no,
soda.
No,
no.
there's
You
no
wanna know
sugar
why?
in
You wanna know why?
Ah.
Sprite gonna cost you $1.79.
Oh, yeah.
That water gonna cost me 35 cents. G.
Where?
What you just imagining?
Where
is
you
lemon
paying
in there, or-
35 cents? That ain't
For a
water.
bottle of water?
That ain't water.
35 cents?
Where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
What the hell?
35
Well,
cents
one
for
single
some.
bottle
I've
of water?
never seen a bottle of water for 35 cents.
How long you been here?
I've been there for a minute. Oh, okay. Y'all talking about the cheap waters and like
Yeah,
that. Oh,
bro.
yeah.
What
okay.
is
I'm
what?
What you talking about?
Y'all
bro?
said one bottle. I'm
You
thinking pack.
thinking
I'm
McDonald's
thinking
water.
pack. Yeah,
Nobody
right here.
wrote that
I'm thinking gas station water. Like what? Y'all
He said gas station
sorry.
water.
Roy,
That's my fault.
your first time smoking.
Okay, yeah,
My
Roy.
first time smoking, man.
Was it called weed back then?
Yeah, man. You know I'm old school. You know,
We know.
man.
It
I
was
want to
called
say.
cannabis.
That's that Mary Jane over there. Listen.
That's when
That's
that
that
came
Mary.
out. That's when it was $5 a gram for the five.
Yeah,
I'm
5
serious.
on it.
Even the fire was $5 a gram. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Two
The
for-
dime bag was $10. That's
2
why I
for
said
5. You get 2 blunts for $5.
I think I was about 17, man. 17 at school, messing with my homeboys, man. We in the locker room, football locker room, so it's out there by the football field.
Yeah.
My boy brought some good grass in, man. Let's fire it up. We fired it up. And we had to go to, what class I had after that? Drama, because you know you got to take, in America,
You gotta
them-
take elective.
like
Elective
elective.
class.
My elective
Yeah.
was drama because I didn't want to do nothing that I had to think. You know what I'm saying? Man, we geeked. Bro, we geeked in there. We doing Romeo. Real talk, bro. And niggas was in there feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, Romeo, oh, Romeo.
Look at
I'm
that.
talking about real.
Yeah.
Because we were gone. 17-year-old, my drama teacher in there, what was her name? Miss Kimbrough. She in there like, oh. She think we acting.
Did not
Nigga,
know
we are
you
geek,
niggas
bro.
is gone.
Bro.
What made you want to smoke at this time? Like, if that was your first,
Peer,
like, if
peer
that's your
pressure.
first.
It was peer pressure because I was an athlete, man. I was a
Right.
track runner.
Okay.
And I was fast, man. I got UNLV on my arm because that was the college I chose. I got letters, bro. I can prove that. You know what I'm saying? I was fast in high school. I ran European over here. My dad was Army. I ran European in Heidelberg in 1995 and went all European here in Heidelberg. You know what I mean? I'm fast.
This nigga
Oh
said,
yeah, bro.
I just heard.
Hey,
I just heard.
my hand of God. And if you see this podcast, you know me. You know me. Huh? Hey, you know who I am. Y'all can look in there. Ain't nobody gonna say, I can show you pictures of my son, full scholarship to Oklahoma. That's my bloodline. Full scholarship track, Oklahoma.
You ugly anyway.
I'm sorry. Hey, play with me. Man, you seen the pictures of Mike. Man, I ain't playing no game we run. But yeah, man, it was peer pressure. Because my homeboy, man, blow. I'm like, nah, man, I was an athlete. I ain't want to mess up my body. Yeah. But hanging with the wrong niggas at the wrong time, the wrong time of life.
That is.
You know, that's all they gonna do. Go on.
That's most of us.
See, listening to you niggas talking about how old y'all, I feel like I need to lie. I started like age wise, I started before y'all. But that's just only, okay, so I probably started smoking bud probably about like 13, 14.
But you from Philly?
I'm from Ohio. But
yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
But no, it's just because, okay, so growing up, that shit was around me.
Ohio look like running backs, bro.
Just my bloodline, dude. We big.
Every person.
Them Rackley niggas.
They either like real tall.
And I'm gonna hit the hole like that motherfucker too. I promise you.
All y'all, either every person I met from Ohio is real tall or they like stocky built, bro.
That nigga.
Shit ain't got nothing else to do up there but play football or basketball.
Nigga round. He a shape.
That nigga's a keg over there.
Yeah, okay, say something. I'm telling you.
See,
midnight, you better cut it out.
Come on, Light Bright. We over here talking.
You listen, you should have put on at least one color.
No.
If we pan the camera too fast, we'd miss your black ass.
Okay,
listen. Back to the story. Back to the story.
This is what I'm
trying to say. So, but I was around Bud all my life though. My dad was a heavy smoker. So I'm talking about like going to football practice. It smelled like I'm around the smell. My grandma used to, I used to be around Bud. So I actually started by pinching out my dad's shit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit out of his little shit every now and then.
You know he gonna see this.
Well, of course, you know now. We done talked about this. We done talked about it. I'm smoking my daddy now, so it's
I don't know.
He know. Oh, he know now.
My son say he did something for me. I'm at him.
Oh yeah, I ain't saying nothing that my
when that
daddy don't
nigga
know.
35, 45 years old.
Oh, I'm a Sparta kicker.
So your nigga gonna get up and get stuck.
Real quick, that nigga throw a whole hip out.
Don't let
stop
this
everything.
fool you.
Sit your old ass down.
And so I had started smoking, but I wasn't like a consistent smoker at that age. It wasn't until I got to high school and I got around this little white boy named Chris. And my first real smoking experience was with a gas mask. Hooked that shit up to that gas mask. I inhaled, dog.
Kill himself on the first time smoking.
My nigga, dog, I coughed so much, I threw the fuck up. Never.
That nigga gave you an experience of a lifetime, bro.
That's it.
But I was hooked on that feeling that you felt afterward. When you came down and that mellowed out, the way that I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
But see, smoking for me is different now because I don't.
It was then. It changes. Back then it was smoking because it was cool.
Yeah.
Then you get high as hell. You know what I mean?
Now it's like stability.
Now I smoke for pain, man. Now I get to get through the day. I'm ready to knock.
Everybody's showing their age already, bro. Hey, back then
but you go to the military though. The military add years to your body.
I'm here, bro.
I got bad knees.
The military add a couple years to your body, bro.
For sure.
You doing all them push-ups, 2-mile run, nigga. That's
see, I wasn't gonna even get to that. I wasn't gonna even get to that.
The Army turned me into an alcoholic.
Yeah, me too.
But hey, I want to ask y'all, like when was the
Army? Because I couldn't smoke. That was my thing. I was a smoker before I joined the Army.
Me too.
And then, and listen, I don't care who gets in trouble now. If you really want to go find my track record, you can. I used to get high with my recruiter, so. Yeah, it was crazy.
It's crazy.
It's over with.
I think it's
over with. Yeah, listen.
The building.
Out of there. Right? So.
Involve the government.
Listen.
Left the building.
Involve the government.
If you want to dig up his body, Phil Spot, he passed away a long time ago. But that's what I'm saying. So I thought the Army was going to be different. It wasn't until. What? No, I didn't. I was in the Army when he passed away, too.
Oh, okay. You didn't do that.
Let's not make this dark now.
No, I'm saying. So because I couldn't smoke,
I
was like, well, hell, fuck it. I turned to the next best thing, which at the time was liquor.
Alcohol, yeah.
And that's why I used to be able to drink like a fucking fish.
So how old was you? Is my question.
When I started heavy drinking?
No, like when you had your first
time.
The first drink.
My first drink.
Real quick answer.
Drink or beer or whatever.
19, 20.
First drink.
First drink, I don't really remember what age I was, but I remember the first time I got drunk.
What?
Me and my brother.
Look at the age. We go for the story.
We just going for the age.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I was around 15, 16 had to be. My first, we
See,
drank
y'all was
beer.
drinking.
We drank beer for the first time. We went and played basketball out in Hooper City. Went to Hooper City and then we went to the gas station. He's like, "You ever drunk beer?" I was like, "Nope." So you want to drink one? I was like, "All right." There was Budweiser.
Oh no.
Budweiser don't get nobody drunk now, but
stomach
as a
was
kid, 15, 16 years old,
It's gonna get you there.
it's gonna get you though. So we
Mean-ass
went
headache,
went
too.
somewhere and we got we down the 6-pack. He drunk 4, I drunk 2 or 3.
Go.
All right, so I'm gone. He drives me home.
This nigga say,
I remember.
Then he said 6.
I tried to walk up the
drove
stairs.
home.
We had 4 stairs. I hit 2 stairs and I walked off the side of the stairs.
My first drink was Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God.
I believe it.
Great.
Why can I
Great.
believe
Yo,
that from you?
I had great Mad Dog 2020.
No,
My
You
boy.
look like an Alizé
that nigga
baby.
got that energy,
No,
bro.
that's old. I
Mad
mean,
Dog
man,
20. Don't point at me, nigga.
No, I'm saying to you youngins, that's old school.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when I was growing up, you couldn't get all that hypnotic. They wouldn't let you get nothing.
They ain't
You
having
had
none of
no-
that shit
But you go
anyway.
to Food Line or Walmart and get a thing of Mad Dog 2020 because they ain't about to check your ID.
I heard that shit tastes like transmission
It
fluid.
tastes like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's the
That's
people.
someone had
Old
to
folks
say-
old folks that talk about Mad Dog now,
I'm
bro.
just letting
Tell me
you
that
know.
shit. Like, yeah, obviously back then that was the drink of
That
choice.
was
That
the
you
drink
could
of
get.
choice.
You dig what I'm saying? But
And
if
it
you
was
listen
cheap.
to the older generation now talk about that shit, them niggas
Oh yeah,
tell
it's
that
motor oil.
shit. Nigga tastes like transmission
Motor
fluid.
oil.
Like,
I mean, this is
ugh.
sweet motor oil.
How old was you? Did you say how old
Oh
you were?
man, we was still in school. This is when it's like 16.
Yeah, still
But
in high
the
school.
first time I got drunk, oh man, I was well into my 20s, like 25, 20. But first, because I never really got down like that with the alcohol. Even now, I drink a little bit, but I can't drink beer. I drink 2 beers, I'm gone. That's why I'm drinking now.
That's funny because
That German beer is heavy.
Yeah, in my house.
It's different.
For real.
This German beer is different.
Yeah,
though.
it's like 9.0. Who the fuck drinks 9.0?
Bro, they got beer that's
Germans,
stronger
bro.
than that.
They be drinking beer on break.
On
Like,
break
nigga, how
time.
can you work?
What? Go
I'm
eat a
on the
pretzel
fork,
sandwich.
like,
You gonna eat
And go drink a 16% beer and then go back to drilling in somebody's mouth in the dentist office. No, cuz I'm cool.
yeah, they used to have this right that you can have a beer on
They
your
had
break
that
or
beer
something.
on
Right?
They still have it.
They
You can
still some
yes.
a lot of places
Oh,
you still can do that.
How is that allowed, bro?
That's why I don't understand how
that
places
show-
like
because
Amsterdam
it's been
function.
going on so long that they can have a beer on their break that
They used to it.
used to it.
They
it's
used
like
to it.
it's
Wait a
like
minute.
us drinking.
But they start
water.
drinking beer though when they
That's like-
15, 16
Yeah.
years old in some
That's
houses.
the
You
first,
dig what
that's
I
the
mean?
thing about it over here too.
Fellas,
Pour your own
real
drink.
quick. No, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
That's your jack.
Yes.
We gonna crack that.
Yeah. Shout
But
out.
first, we gotta sing happy birthday.
Nah,
to this
hell
man.
nah, bro.
No, it's okay.
It's Swedish.
It's okay.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Look at him.
This nigga.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to my mother-in-law. She got
Cha, cha, cha.
Junior Jack.
Happy birthday.
birthday, dear.
I feel so blessed. Thank you for seeing another year.
Whatever.
Happy birthday.
Some more of this shit again.
This is why
Nah,
you
bro,
can't put all of
hey,
us in one room.
on some
You put
real
all of us
shit.
in one room. We're not getting shit accomplished. I swear to God.
Harmonizing over here.
Today though, I woke up in a
You look like
We
you
know.
woke up in a good mood.
yeah.
It's your birthday. You're supposed to.
Yeah. Woke up.
Say that.
You look like you woke up in a good mood. I want a shot of that
Balls
vodka though.
empty. My daughter
'Cause
comes
this wine
jumping
is
on my
not doing it
back.
for me. You want the rest of my wine?
Dad,
'Cause this is
I
not.
love you.
Because
Happy
you
birthday.
drinking it too slow. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's
With
too
wine, with
it's
this
too
wine,
bubbly.
dog, now you gotta
it's
put
gonna
some
fuck
sips
Too-
on it.
It's too bubbly for
You
me.
gotta put some sips on it.
No, it's too bubbly for me.
You look
It's
tight.
too bubbly for
That's
me.
what
You
happens
wanna
when
try
you
to?
get to be.
This one is just sweet.
That's what happens when you get to be
I wanna
3
get a-
centuries
I'm
old.
gonna get a shot of
Motherfucker,
vodka.
your stomach real
Hey,
sensitive.
I'm close to half a century.
Dog, I don't
I can
drink.
tell.
I haven't
Real
drunk
talk.
in 3.
Well,
I,
anyway,
is
I
true.
guess I'll tell y'all
Hey,
my
Kev don't
story.
drink like that.
I don't drink. Bro.
I know, bro. I know.
But I do.
Talk to us, Kev.
So I was 21, the first time I ever had my first drink,
21.
and I was on QRF and got called out.
Oh damn!
Damn.
QRF.
That's fucked
Quick
up.
reaction. Fire.
I shit you not. I was sitting on the radio guard,
Army.
and when I was in Iraq, I was sitting on radio guard, and I don't want to say his name, but Sergeant such and such came out. He's like, "Are you a bourbon man or are you a this man?" And I don't even remember what the other shit was. And I was like, "I never drank before." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "I never had a drink before." He's like, "All right, bro." And then I shit you not, like maybe a minute and a half later, over the radio, QRF, blah, 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 and we had to roll out, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
wow.
but it was one of those little shot things. His wife had sent in a
Cuz did
teddy
that shit
bear.
on purpose.
No. he was on QRF too, bro.
He did that on purpose.
That nigga had
But
to
he
run
was
out.
a vet though. He knew
Yeah, that
what
was
to
his
do.
first-
Yeah,
yeah, but-
he did. He shouldn't have did that. He knew it was your first time.
But they
that was
ain't
a setup.
But my squad leader didn't even make me go out anyway because it was my birthday. He just put me on radio guard. It was
That's
gonna let me
good.
sleep the whole day.
All right, he
anyway.
looked
So
out-
that
somebody
was,
looked
Yeah,
out.
somebody looked
yeah,
out
he
for you
looked
because
out.
whoever
But-
gave you that lick, he was
but-
there. They was trying to set you up.
But no bullshit.
I
That was
know,
my
right?
first time ever like drinking, bro. Like I'm still not too much of a drinker until I came like over here. Like I'm not. So,
Germany does it to you.
Yeah.
The military does it to you.
Yeah.
No.
I'll say,
Because in the
Germany.
in the
Man,
military
big-
does it to you because in the military you can't really do anything else. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
You can't.
That's
You
smart.
can't do really
But that's really
anything
that's a
else.
fact.
And you can.
You can
But
if you really want to try to manipulate the system.
You know what I'm saying? But
If
like,
we want to talk about just the easiest way, it is through
it's
liquor.
alcohol.
It's through liquor.
It's through alcohol, bro.
You look like you was the motherfucker that was trying to go around the system and do everything.
You say that-
Open up. What you trying to
Listen,
say?
I was a soldier.
For y'all
When
that
I was a
don't,
soldier, I was a soldier.
I'm done
Look,
drinking
I
after
mean,
this
yeah.
I
weekend.
was a soldier, I was a soldier. But when I got out, I wasn't a soldier.
Oh, we ain't talking
But I
about.
mess with the soldiers, so I know what they do.
I have no clue
You
what this
see?
is talking about.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh my
I want to
God.
go to the next question.
Tell him to take his glasses off. I don't
since we
trust
are-
him with his glasses on. You know,
Fuck your beard, man. How about that?
Listen, since it's birthdays, I want to talk a little bit about like birthdays. Y'all can either give both your best memory and worst memory. It don't gotta be like worse if you don't want to tell, but if it's some shit that you can say, say it. And first, how old is you niggas?
Yeah, the oldest one start.
Yep. That's you respecting your elders.
Yeah.
yeah, like that was a question.
Ralph, how old are you?
Look, I'm 47.
Hold on.
But Ralph ain't got no mic right now. Ralph ain't got no mic.
Ralph older than
How old
Roy.
are you,
Ralph ain't
Ralph?
got no mic.
I can't possibly be older than Roy.
Ralph ain't older than Roy.
Whoa. Niggas is talking like I'm like.
Ancient.
No, you ain't know. You ain't that
You know what I'm
old.
saying?
I mean, you was his play cousin.
I'm right behind
Old
you.
shuffling jive. Come on now. No, I'm 47. I'm 40, and I'm proud of that 47. I ain't mad.
Listen,
lying.
I joke
am
about it.
47.
He is 47.
I joke about it because I wish I
December
could get there.
27th, 1977.
Because
That's
I'm
my
46.
No,
Hey, go ahead and
No.
put that social out there too. Go ahead.
birthday. That social is 917-83.
Any motherfucker that started that social with a 917,
I know.
he tried to think of an area code first.
I know, right? I almost said
And then,
910.
listen,
Almost
he's
said
trying to think of an area code and blend some old numbers in there. Listen, all right, so
So
No.
your favorite birthday?
okay, talk
or-
to us. It's your day.
It's your
What's your
birthday.
give us your favorite first.
My favorite first. Check this out. And I say this because of how I think now. You know, I remember one time, man, I had to probably be about 11 years old, and it was my birthday, and my dad was like, "Man, what you want?" And I was like, "Man, I want some G.I. Joe man, this and that." I mean, because I used to play with G.I. Joe man a lot. And I said, "Man, that's all I'm ever gonna want, even when I get older." I remember my dad told me, he said, "Man, you think like that?" Oh yeah, for real.
I'm
He
sorry.
said, "You think like
I
that
will
now,
laugh
but
at
when
you.
you get older, you ain't gonna want that." I think back on that because, bro, believe it or not, I learned something that day, man. That was like the best day, the best birthday, or the best like gift my pops could have gave me. Because I think about that now, and that's how I use that to judge people when they're young. Because I'm older, and young people make mistakes. But you got to think like if I thought the same way I thought then, I'd still be playing with G.I. Joe man. But my dad knew. He said, "You ain't gonna want them forever." I was like, "Yes, I am," because that's as far as my brain would think. And I learned something that day. That to me, that's the best. That's the best gift. Best birthday gift I have from my dad.
I can't believe I
Real talk, man. Real talk.
Cool. That's nice.
I just learned something.
Yeah.
You know, that helps me now. Like I said, I'm thinking now. So I'm thinking back, and I think about what helped me now when I look at people. I can't judge them and everything. I mean, you know, I'm like, man, my dad told me, he said, "Man, you ain't gonna be thinking like this always." But as far as a kid, even like these young men that get trial as adults when they're young, I don't believe in that because they don't think like we think. At 13, I thought at 9, 11 years old, I thought all I was gonna want is G.I. Joe man for the rest of my life.
For sure.
They can't think past that. And when you have a young man on trial for murder for like, he's 11 or 12 years old, man, you gotta have compassion. People be like, oh, throw him to the wolves. No, they're not gonna think like that in 8 years.
Yo, listen, man.
I'm sorry. I got off topic, but that bothers
this
me.
nigga that compared me to R.I.P. Mo 3, bro. This nigga come in my studio today and could tell me, hey, bro, you know who you look like? Mo 3. On my birthday. So now you speaking of the dead. Y'all niggas is too dark for me today, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm
too
giving
dark.
you a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry.
I said, what's your best birthday
your
memory? That
That
nigga
was my
turned
best
into, this
birthday
is why
memory.
the black man in court needs to stand brother,
Hey,
keep it happy.
I'm old school. Look how old I am.
We gonna get to all that. We gonna get to all that.
Come on, man.
We gonna get to that.
Next.
What we got? All right.
Next.
Who on?
Him. He next. Was Kev was 46. Here,
That
year
nigga
under
say
me.
something.
Watch how dark this shit about to be.
He said you thought that was something.
You thought that was bad.
Let's
Wait
go.
till you hear this.
Let's
Wait
go.
till you hear this.
This was the first year I didn't get my ass whooped for my
Here we go.
birthday.
Here we go. I was 16. I'm shutting up for
Yeah,
this.
stupid. A birthday I can say that I just can remember.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, even that.
A good fucking birthday.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was my 30th birthday. I was here in Swangford already.
What's up, bro?
He don't want to bring up none of them childhood memories, man. You hear him? Yeah, I was 30.
Nah, don't do this thing out of
I was 30 when I had my best birthday. Get out of here.
I say I'm thinking of a birthday that I can just actually remember. None of the birthdays when I was young I don't remember like that.
Yeah, me
You know what I'm saying? A birthday that I can actually enjoyed was my 30th birthday.
What?
Because we went bowling and
I'm
everybody
about to get
asked,
fucked up and leave this motherfucker.
Y'all
Y'all
don't
niggas
Stop this
listen to
bullshit.
me. Hey,
I'm
wait.
just
You know
fucking
what?
with you.
I ain't about to cut you
bastards.
off, but I'm about, bro. Sometimes the simplest shit be like what niggas be wanting for their birthday, bro. So
listen.
bowling is like, my girl thought I was crazy when I said I want to work today. Like I want to film and I want to chill with my homies. And she's like, and then what? I'm like, and then what? Like we
That
can
was
get
it.
drunk and fuck. I don't know. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
I was about to say.
Yeah.
My
Like,
birthday.
and then what? We don't have to. I'm 39. I'm not 29, bro. I don't feel like going to no club for real.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
back to you.
fuck these two.
I was just tripping.
I'll go.
So my 30th birthday, we was at the bowling alley, and everybody asked me, "What you want?" I was like, "I want a shot of tequila." I plan to drink 30 shots of tequila.
What is with black folks
Damn.
and tequila?
30,
How far did you get?
30 shots.
I got 30 shots of tequila.
You drank 30. You completed it
I drank 30 double shots of tequila.
Brother.
on purpose?
No, I didn't know that the waitress was giving me double shots.
So you drank 60 fucking shots of
I
tequila?
drank a bottle and a half.
Damn.
Brother.
And you remember that motherfucking birthday?
Yes, let me tell you. And you can ask my ex.
I don't.
We went
I
home.
don't ask her.
We went home. I sat on the. I said, hey,
Ask
look,
my ass,
look,
like,
listen.
all right, dial her up right now.
I don't want to ask her. I
No.
just don't. I don't.
I went home. I sat down by the refrigerator and I started rapping T.I. That's how fucked up I was.
Just rapping or what?
Just rapping T.I. That's it.
Crazy.
Hey. But that was my best birthday that I just remember. That. It's just, I enjoyed it.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, cuz I ain't got one. I don't.
Like your most memorable birthday?
I generally don't have one. Cause even as
Yeah,
a
y'all
jit,
niggas
no,
is
listen.
depressing, bro.
Hard. All is like,
G,
B.
bro.
As
You know
a,
what?
I mean, I don't have nothing that's super
Niggas die
memorable.
every day,
Like,
B.
no, as a kid who celebrated my birthday and they was all cool, but there was nothing that's like super stood out
no,
because
as an
every
adult,
year I
as
did
an
the,
adult too, bro.
Yeah.
from every year when I was in the army, every birthday I did the same shit, got drunk as fuck at a club. So that wasn't really like memorable. After that, I had kids. I had kids a year, 2 years after I got out the army, so it was like everything else. I was every involved my kids, so I didn't want to go out and get drunk because my kids was young.
Yeah, I did that.
And once I got out of the drinking mindset, like to this day, I very rarely drink alcohol.
So I appreciate you breaking
You dig
your
what I mean?
code of silence today.
So I just never really I don't go out and go get drunk for my birthday. I usually genuinely chill out and have something similar to what we got going on
Yeah,
today.
that's
I grill out, cook, because my birthday in September, end of September, so you can't really do too much. You gotta hope you get a good day outside. You dig what I mean? That you're not cooped up in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, bro, once I got out the Army, dog, and my body started hurting, I started having more pains, and then you grow older as a father and as a man. Your interest of what you want to do for celebrations, that shit
We gonna segue to that. Hold that thought. That's Thank you, bro. We gonna we gonna segue to that. We gonna segue to that. Go ahead and finish your thing, but don't go too deep into that because I want to segue straight.
So that's why I say I ain't trying to sound like no somber motherfucker, but it's just all of my birthdays. I can't say I have very few that I can tell you I've had more birthdays that I can remember that I didn't enjoy than I did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I've got birthdays that stood out where I had a year where literally nobody said nothing to me.
Right.
Like everybody went there, it was just a normal day, and I'm over here like, all right. At some point, I tried to convince myself that maybe somebody throwing a surprise party and this with intent, but no, it was legit. Folks just didn't remember it was my birthday. I was like, okay, bet.
That's cool.
You go through, so that's why I say I can
got
remember.
Facebook reminders and can't remember to like.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
And I'm talking about the whole. And what made it more wild is I was with my family the entire day.
And they really.
It wasn't until I was hanging out with my pops probably about like 3-4 hours. If it wasn't until my little brother came and my little brother walked up to me and said happy birthday, and my dad was like, "What's today?"
That's cold, bro.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I'm
And
sorry.
there ain't nothing like I hold against him, like I was bitter about it. But this shit happens.
And that's this nigga's best birthday.
How many?
No, I just said that. See
dark.
how you?
I told
you see
you,
how you
he
just
went
flipped that?
dark. You
I
just
didn't
said
know
he
because I
went
said
dark.
I didn't have a best birthday because
So
my birthdays was good. I can say I can remember more bad
We
than I could
will
remember
end
good.
up having a therapist come on here one day because all these niggas.
Dark. He went dark. Then he went dark.
Y'all see, y'all OD.
So
That's
now,
why I like y'all.
now we about to hit this guy, and I guarantee you, Darth Vader.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to give you my best and I'm going to give you my worst. Since everybody gave their best that turned to worst, I don't even know how the fuck that worked. Y'all started off great and then that same day it didn't like shit. How did that still best?
That's not
Because you learned something.
Not mine. Mine was hilarious.
Bro,
No, don't get off subject. What's yours? Come on.
if I'm being honest, I will start off with saying my worst birthday first. Because
man, everybody said their best.
Because then we can segue to some happy shit and then talk about
switching.
So my worst birthday was
dark.
No,
You already went dark. I just said it.
I said
We literally just, you agreed with the plan and then gonna say, see, I said it.
No, I said, everybody said, let's do the best. And then
Right, and he said he's going to do the worst so that way he can segue into the best. And you said, oh, okay, bet.
Gonna go,
and then you say my worst.
bet.
I told you looking at.
Go ahead, man.
This is the very first episode. Bear with us, please.
Whatever.
But anyway, so
Skinny.
the worst birthday, I don't know if I was 9, 10 years old. Shout out to my pops, he made up for this shit. But this nigga loved poker like I love poker. And for my birthday, this nigga bought me the Sega, what's the handheld one? I talked to you about the
Yeah.
What's the handheld, Sega handheld
It's
shit?
not the Genesis. What's it?
Was it Sega Genesis? Sega,
No,
not Sega Saturn. I don't know.
Yeah, I know
if you
what
watching in the
yeah.
comments, because all of us has been smoking. So if you can remember in the comments, please tell us what it is. But the handheld Sega shit, I thought I was the coolest nigga on the block. So my dad was like, my mom, she had to work. So my dad was like, I'm gonna take them to Vegas. We lived in California. It's like a 2.5 hour drive there. So this nigga must have gambled all the money away, because that nigga woke me up in the middle of the night like, get your sisters packed. And hey, where your Sega at? It's charged. Where's the charger at? We stopped by a pawn shop. This nigga pawned this shit so we could have some gas to get back home.
No, that's tight.
So fast forward. Fast forward to
Your daddy pawning toys.
well, it was brand new. The same day I got it, the same day it was gone.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Cuz they
It's
didn't
all-
get to break it in.
You ain't even get to play it.
Yeah,
Dark.
I played that shit on the way up to Vegas, and then on the way back I had shit
He
to
didn't
play
even have a memory file in there
That's
yet,
cool,
dog.
Ralph
cold.
over here,
Dark.
I'm trying to figure
By
out
the
what
way,
You on the first level. You on the first level of Zelda.
He ain't even created the character yet.
Nothing. All he got is the sword. He ain't even got the bow and arrows.
And then,
oh my god.
and if I'm being completely honest, bro, and this is like no bullshit, I would have to say today will probably be my most memorable and most the best birthday I've had.
That's because I'm here. I appreciate you.
Because if I all in this year, yeah, for real, bro. In this,
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that other dummy over
this
there.
nigga.
I'm glad you recognize yourself as a dumb and stupid.
Because today I woke up, there was like no bullshit. no stress. My wife made me sujuk and eggs, bro, which is like my favorite breakfast.
What? Whoa, hold on.
Sujuk and eggs.
What is sujuk?
It's
Sujuk
beef.
is turkey. It's a
Turkish
Turkish.
beef.
It's a garlic sausage. Man.
Beef, just a straight beef. Pause.
Garlic beef sausage, dog.
Garlic. It's a sausage?
Yeah, you can get it in slices or you can get it as an actual thing
Yeah.
and slice it yourself.
And
From
then
where?
Every supermarket
Most,
so far.
yeah.
That I can honestly say everyone that I know of, you can get it from.
I've never had it. And I've been here for a minute. And
It's a Knoblauch beef sausage.
We're going
You
to
can, if you
Okay,
go
that's
by the
probably
lunch
why.
meat, if you go by the
I
lunch
don't-
meat
yeah,
section,
That's probably why. I don't eat
These
a lot
niggas
of the
jumped
stuff
off.
with meat, with other stuff in the meat. I don't eat it.
no, it's just flavored that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
but
I know.
okay.
It's cool.
So,
Though. It's nice.
Yeah, sujuk.
might
Yeah,
try it.
there you have it. Now you learned about sujuk today too, by the way. So
I just need to know what we're talking about. You talking about suju?
yeah,
What's suju?
Sujuk.
Sound like a foot disease. I'm sorry, Mike. Your son got fuju. We ain't got nothing to
He
cure
done
it.
switched up the letters all in
this
this shit.
nigga.
He done turned it into a terminal illness.
All right, my bad, my
Out of
bad.
pocket. So I woke up,
This
had
real
a
shit.
good breakfast.
Just the iPod.
The iPod. Hey, that thing.
Y'all niggas is
Yeah,
old
niggas
as shit,
old as
dog.
fuck, bro.
We
Old
old.
as shit,
Hey, we old.
dog.
I don't care.
Both the old niggas done called it an
What
iPod.
is it called? Oh my god. Podcast? This nigga out of pocket.
We way off.
Hey, iPod.
We way off.
No, we got one.
And then he gonna
ahead.
say we, like he ain't the only one. Yeah, y'all both said it, but he said it
I
on
do
camera.
not care.
We on
All right,
there.
let's
But yeah, so woke up, barbecue, went to the store, get barbecue. Hey, the only thing that fucked my whole day up
Listen to
today.
you. You had me in the mood for some ribs, dog.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, bro. Hey, listen.
You said I'm grilling.
Jesus.
Had me in the mood for some ribs.
So check this out. I went to, I don't want to say the name of the store, because maybe we get a sponsorship one day. Who knows? So I ain't gonna
Not
say,
if not from their
who
rib
say
section.
don't say never,
Not
but
from
not
their
from their
rib
rib section. So first off, maybe that was my fault because it says you got 3 days to cook the meat. So it was 30% off.
Stop snitching.
What you talking about, bro? So y'all see that when y'all go to
Roy,
the store and
act
say
like you ain't
got-
never bought no discount.
Yeah,
meat.
stop that shit.
Who
nigga.
know?
Stop
I
that
get
shit.
it.
Listen.
Okay then.
I
So
get
there
it.
you go.
I know what you're talking
so
about.
I was like, okay, I'm about to cook it today anyway. It say 3 days. Bro, I put that shit in the oven before y'all came because I knew exactly when I wanted to grill. Like I'm a time person, bro. I know by time. I see I got y'all down here by 6 like I said I would, bro. So I'm like time, you know? So I put the ribs on and by the time the rest of the food would have been done, the ribs would have been done. But that shit started stinking. And this nigga came in the house and said, man, your house smells so good. And he's like, you know your woman take care of the crib. This house smells so good. But when I walked in the house and Anna looked at me and I said, what the fuck is this smell? She said, I think that's your ribs. Open the thing, bro, what the fuck? So therefore, anyway, long story short, don't buy fucking meat that's like marked percentage off.
Yeah.
Just spend the money, bro.
Just spend the money.
Just spend the
In
money.
my defense, I went to the living room section where it was smelling
Yeah,
good
you
than the
came
motherfucker.
right- yeah, you
'Cause
came
where
right in.
Where I smelled that, it smelled like flowers in there, dog. It smelled good as hell in there.
That's all
I didn't smell no ribs where we walked through, G.
Yeah, if you would have came through the front door, Roy came through the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, we
saying
came
they
smell
through
good.
the
It
back
smell
and
good.
cut
I
through
ain't
that
smell it
way,
look
dog.
good.
You
I
don't
was-
gotta be nice to me. That shit
Yo, the
stink,
queen
nigga.
got to clean it. Everything was clean. She was like,
You
oh,
didn't-
she was like,
you
oh.
didn't
But when I
I
came
didn't.
in, she was like,
I
going to
think
the
it's y'all
backyard.
because you was messing with him. Like y'all had the contact with
Yeah,
him.
you-
I
you
didn't
was in
smell
there.
them because I didn't go nowhere near that kitchen.
Smell what?
Them
The
spoiled
ribs.
ass ribs he just spent 10 minutes talking about.
What? No.
But that was the only thing that messed up my birthday, bro. Like this is probably the
I
best.
caught it.
That's the.
I caught it late, Roy. My fault.
I'm gonna beat you up.
This is the
I
perfect
said
birthday
my
for
fault.
me. Perfect birthday for me because me and my partner Sergey, we have been working together for years. We normally drop a music video or I drop a song or something like that, and we've been talking
Listen,
for the last
Roy got
couple
some
weeks.
bars.
Spit
He can,
some.
I can.
Like, wait,
Spit
man.
some.
Wait.
Nah,
The
yeah,
last,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
chill. In the last couple weeks, I told him, I said, hey, bro, I would like to really start getting into podcasting, filming, media. Like, I enjoy the space, and I know some dudes that, man, we can really, like, do some shit. So we about to do some shit.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy, Sergey. I guess we can get the fucking pod started.
We're gonna polish it up though. We're gonna
Okay,
make sure.
so quick question before we get into any fucking topics. Did y'all see this shit with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron?
Yeah.
When he checked him on the court,
No, okay. Now I'm gonna ask y'all 2 questions, then y'all go ahead and answer.
I don't want to.
The first question, okay, you don't know nothing about it?
Yeah, I know all about it.
Okay. Do you feel like if your son or your child is in the media and the spotlight and playing sports, they are fair game? Or do you think that LeBron like stood on business because that's his child? Now, mind you, the second question with that is, if you've been working at a fucking factory for 20 years and you say, hey, boss, I've been here, I'm a good employee, I want to get my son in the company, and your boss come to you and say, hey, your son is slacking, bro. We gonna fire him. Okay, so there's no fucking difference. I'm gonna get to my opinion, but I want to ask y'all opinion about that. What's the difference? He should be open to scrutiny if he's making this money. Go fucking wipe your tears with your cash, bro.
I agree with you 100%. Look, first off, look,
talk your shit, bro.
Look, I'm not hating on LeBron. I would want to do that for my son. Don't get me wrong. I don't want my son to struggle. But I look at what he did at USC, averaging 2.1, 4 points a game,
4.2.
No rebounds, nothing. And even LeBron said it. Yeah, I got my son into the Lakers. So I'm like, okay, he's there, and he's garbage. I ain't gonna say. Wait a minute. Hear me out. No, bro. Come on now.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Everybody,
hear me out.
I'm listening.
Hear me out. When I say garbage, I mean to the point, man, there was way better players coming out of college than he was.
Bro, he was a 50-something pick.
Yeah.
I will give you.
Stop. But
okay.
The Lakers picked him up.
That was their pick.
Okay.
So
that wasn't their pick. That was LeBron's pick.
I'm with you, bro.
All right, come on, let's get right.
But how many other players was above him?
I ain't gonna say that.
Better?
I'm not gonna get off talking.
Back to your point, though.
Look, Stephen A. Smith was right in what he said. LeBron stood up as a father. I get it. But LeBron, you got to realize you brought your son into this. You already knew. Come on, you can't be stupid. You're 30-something years old. You got to know that your son ain't that good right now to be in the NBA, but you brought him in anyway because that was your dream to play with your son in the NBA. Come on now. Let's be real. That's why he brought him up there. Now Stephen A. Smith, who go after everybody.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith.
Come on now.
Stephen A. Smith just go after niggas, but we gonna go into that. We'll get into that. He went after Kyrie, then backtracked. Bro, this man went on there and said, I wasn't gonna talk about it, but since the media is making me talk about it, and I'm a media outlet, he's fucking capitalizing off of that shit. This WWE shit.
But that's his job.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's a double-edged sword if you really think about it. Because on one foot, you got to respect the side of it. Like you say, he jumped in that lion's den with them lions. You got to take what come with it. You got to take the scrutiny. You're going to take the backlash because
don't take it personally.
Here's the thing. No matter who you are as a player, as a whatever, when it comes to sports, somebody's going to always have something to say.
Yeah.
Whether you're the best at what you do, whether you're the worst at what you do, whether you're in the middle, whether you're wherever you fall at on that scale, it's gonna be at least one motherfucker that's gonna have something to say about you one way or the other.
Especially if you somebody's child,
especially that he's just got more of a spotlight because of his name. I'm gonna be honest. So of course the spotlight is gonna get placed on him. There's a lot of sons that are out here balling. But it's LeBron James who are in a lot of people's mind is the greatest of this generation or greatest period. So of course there's going to be more spotlight on him. Just like when Bryce comes in the league over the next year or two, he's going to have the same spotlight because he's LeBron's son as well. And when his daughter gets older and she does her thing, that's LeBron's daughter first and foremost before it's Zaire or I think it's her name or whatever the case. Now, on that's just that side of it. On the same aspect of it, like that whole the LeBron jumping in as like that shit was OD. Like I don't think he should have because he should have just respected his spot at. For you to say though that he only is in the NBA because he's LeBron's son, I disagree.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I disagree.
Bro.
I disagree. Listen.
All right.
I will agree that he should have stayed in the in college a little longer. I agree because of his injury. Because of his injury. Because of his injury. Not because of his talent.
If you agree with that,
not because of his talent.
Ready for the NBA.
No, because talent-wise, he's better. He's good enough to be in the league.
No,
he wasn't college.
Oh my God.
He's in the last few games he's played. He's averaging more than what some of these guys who have been in the league are averaging per. If you're gonna argue stats, bro, let's argue stats because I'm gonna argue stats. Don't argue the name. Don't argue the person. But what he's averaging right now is averaging.
Yeah, he's a rookie,
He's a rookie coming off the bench. But what he's averaging in less than 20 minutes, Roy, is what averaging more than what guards are starting.
If you go to any other person that's not LeBron James' son and you gather up his college stats, is he NBA
college-wise?
Bro, wait. Okay, wait.
So why is
everybody got to come out of college? LeBron James? No, listen. I know there are people that came out of high school.
Now they do.
Garnett came out to OTE. They go overseas. They can do. They don't have to come out of high school.
But what I'm saying
they don't have to go to college. That's the NIL money, bro. You go to. That's what I'm trying to explain to. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Why? And that's why I say to you, why? Why stay in college? You only go to college as a fucking crutch because they making you right now. Yeah. Juju just got fucking hurt.
No, the only reason I say
you get hurt. You lose that fucking.
I'm not fuck the money ass. The only reason I say he should have stayed in college is because he just came off an open heart having to get his shit cut open.
Okay,
so build your game back up. Whether it would have been in college, G League, or whatever, he should have stayed another year doing that to polish his get back on the court.
G League is where he's at right now, and that's where
he went to the NBA. Didn't they kick him down?
No, he got a two-way contract.
He got a two-way.
He got a two-way. Like most of these.
Hey,
bro, you gotta watch. He gotta watch.
There's a lot of vets on a two-way though.
Cause homie is cold, bro.
There's a lot of vets on a two-way.
You got to look at it. Roy is looking like, okay, the first and second picks, they are outstanding. You know what I'm saying?
Win by and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna compare that to this 6'4" kid, bro.
Oh
exactly.
My God.
You can't.
NBA, but okay, let's go.
I mean, they all in the NBA.
But then you make it seem like every NBA player is hooping their ass off right now. There's a lot of trash niggas in the league right now.
Not saying that at all.
Have to
but I'm saying
harder. And what the problem is,
it was too easy.
It was
2 points a game in college.
Everybody knew that Bronny was going to come in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They already knew, regardless of what anybody said.
Thank you.
We knew Bronny, regardless
of how good or how bad he was.
Of
that's
drafted Bronny.
That's not true, bro.
He was going to come into the NBA because his father wanted to play with him.
Thank you.
You don't understand what I mean?
He's on too good of a team. If he wasn't a worse team, he can.
If he was on,
this is what I'm talking. That's why I said the Lakers.
He can't stand out. He can do
anything. But bro,
but LeBron said it. LeBron said, "I got my son."
Let Kev finish, bro. Let Kev finish.
Go ahead.
Because I got a rebuttal for that. Why not? If they trying to build him to be like a Drew Holiday player, why not have him around Luka and LeBron? He could play two-way. Then they got the other kid, Vince, all these defensive people around him. Teach him to be a great two-way player. That's a step above Drew Holiday. Because he's cold on defense. He blocking your shit. He likes stealing your shit. And he likes to knock down the open three.
You too, though.
The problem is the people who are in front of him on the roster are better. That's the problem.
Hold up. But what I really think LeBron thought was, if he goes to another team, he's going to either get sent to the G League or set on the bench.
Which is where he should have been.
He know at least by the Lakers, he's going to get a couple of chances to play with him.
But he hasn't really failed as he played.
He's not starter caliber yet.
Yes, exactly. But if he goes to the G League, he has more an eye on him in what he's doing in his transformation when he's playing with the Lakers.
Bro,
if he's playing with another team, he can't really watch his transformation.
Bro, look,
he's thinking also. He's not thinking as a athlete. He's also thinking as a father.
Okay. Now,
you feel me?
Yeah, we totally got off topic with that shit too. First off, Kevin, do you think that LeBron is wrong? Let's get back to the topic though.
Wrong about approaching Stephen A. Smith?
Yes.
Publicly, yes.
Wait.
Publicly, yes. He was wrong about it. If he did it as a father, he didn't do it as a player. He did it as a father. Yeah. And as a father, you should pull a man to the side and be like, "Hey, let me holler at you."
But why though?
Is there not an age thing? Like this is what I mean.
Why should he have?
Why?
Why?
Because
Because nobody. Here's what I'm asking. In that same breath, would you have expected LeBron's mom to do that for LeBron when he was playing? You can't do that because if you're a coach, you want every time your player feels a parent feels that their player is a certain way to jump in every time.
But you asked me how I feel about this shit. So I'm saying LeBron looked at it as from a father's side.
Yeah.
Would you jump in?
Would I jump in if
you were the same position? Would you have jumped in?
No. Because criticism builds character.
Okay, so that's what confuses me. Because in my mind, and I'm not calling you a hypocrite, I'm just saying those two statements are hypocritical.
No.
Why would you say that in one breath you understand why he confronted him,
understand
but you wouldn't? Like why where's the understanding? Because I don't understand it at all. Because it shouldn't have been an approachment at all. Like that's what if you are subjecting yourself to be in a professional sports realm, you are subjecting yourself to professional sports realm criticism. I don't care where it comes from. If it comes from Stephen A. or if it comes from Tommy Jones, you should be able to have that openly regardless.
That's the problem. NBA, it's all drama.
It's media.
LeBron and his son. This is all drama.
I said
and this is
WWE.
why it's picking up like that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even matter.
Yeah,
but it does
matter.
because NBA now, they got to have that drama, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give my little quick take on it. I personally feel like I'm all about the nepotism. Meaning like if you can get your family a job or your child a job with you, because they've been doing that shit to us for years. So I'm all about that shit. So that has nothing to do with nothing. My son can be the sorriest nigga that you ever seen touch a basketball. If I can get that nigga on the Lakers because I got the value, I'm going to do it because I'm going to give him that $7 million contract that all the other sorry ass niggas get at the end. And that nigga going to carry the name. That's where I stand on when it comes to like the nepotism part. When y'all keep saying like he brought his son in the league, I don't give a fuck if that nigga was sorry or he's the greatest. Get the fucking money, bro, because they've been doing that for years.
See, I feel
let me finish now. So fucking what, bro? That shit's been WWE for years.
Yeah,
you really think that
the white man? They did
no.
it, so we gonna do it. I ain't like that.
That's not.
If my son ain't ready to box, I ain't about to put him in the ring.
Of course not, but we talking about basketball.
I know. I'm talking about period.
Okay.
Basketball, boxing, football. If he ain't ready, I'm not gonna do it to him. That's just me. Because I'm a father. I'm going to be like, no. Why subject? I remember one time my dad was like, hey,
can I finish my point?
But you can only control that aspect so much. That aspect can only be controlled.
But that's what I'm saying. As a father, I'm like, no, I'm not going to put him in that situation where I know he can't win. I need to be like, wait. Okay, now you ready.
Okay, see, that's the shit that happened with Serena and Venus Williams. They father kept sending them to the camp, and the dad kept telling them, wait. And they say, nah, if I wait another year, then I'm not going to be prepared. And that's when they went out and won the fucking Wimbledon. So it's up to you. And now, this is what the coddling shit. I feel like what you're saying is coddling, bro.
What's that?
So protecting your child, no matter how old they is, of course, from fucking physical harm. But bro, you have been wait. You have been raised in the spotlight. You have seen millions come your way. You know what trolls is. You've been trolling online yourself. Yeah. You know what the fucking game is. Are you prepared for this? Because if not, I see Bryce is getting his ass ready for it. Yeah. If not, you can go. You got a fucking $5 million deal playing video games. Bro, is your heart straight? I don't think LeBron would ever sit up there and put his fucking dreams above his son's fucking health. You know what I'm saying? If that nigga came out and was like, Pop,
he just had a heart attack.
Wait, yeah, but bro, he.
All right.
That was my only
my son
reason.
had a heart attack. I was like, son, I got money.
Yeah, but
you don't need it.
But listen.
But go play.
But no, and I don't think that's what I just said, bro. Bryce, we already see what Bryce is, bro. Bryce is better than fucking Bronny.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish my statement. So this is my whole point. I don't think LeBron really pushed Bronny out there and was like, bro, come now because, hey, all Bryce got to do is this 1 year and come. So, bro, if you need another year or 2 years at USC, we got the money. It's not about the money. Fucking, I can get Bryce to come join the fucking Lakers. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't think he purposely put his child out there. Now, to fast forward to the Stephen A. Smith shit. Bro, listen, if all this money and all that shit and your son's been used to the spotlight, you asked him before we get started, bro, you ready for this shit? Because if not, then you're not. Then we can move forward. You can go do your own thing. You don't need to work. You can just go to school, bro, and build your own shit. You got money. You don't need to worry about basketball and that shit. If that's not what you want to do, which I wish Michael Jordan boys would have fucking did. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So Bryce will be the next up in here to play basketball. It's all good. His legacy gonna still fucking live on. So I don't think it's about legacy. I don't appreciate him going to fucking Stephen A. Smith like that, bro. Like, talk to that man offline. Yeah. Talk to that man offline, bro. Yeah. If you really feel some type of way, cause me, bro, with like, especially like with poker, like when we talk about that shit, about reading body language and shit and reading people. If you watch that video, LeBron Odds is doing this the whole time, making sure that the fucking crowd is paying attention to what's going on with him and Stephen A. Smith at the time. I pay attention to shit like that. I don't be looking at all this. Them niggas not about to square off up there. LeBron not about to get fucking sued, and Stephen A. Smith ain't about to get made a clown by getting dragged by this nigga on what you call it. This ain't fucking Will Smith slapping fucking what you call it for ratings. Chris Rock. You dig what I'm saying? So but I do believe this shit is WWE. Now LeBron all of a sudden want to come out and do fucking interviews and shit. He's doing interviews, like unfiltered interviews.
But why do you think he's doing that?
Because the ratings are down in the NBA.
Because his son garbage.
No, bro. That guy, no. That whole interview wasn't even about that. That was about.
Yes, it was. He was mad because Stephen A. Smith was like,
I'm talking about that with the Patrick dude.
Yeah.
That interview was like an hour and a half, and they asked him like that shit was like 5 minutes of an hour and a half interview. Like they just asked him like how he felt about. He answered the questions about when he went to Miami. Like how he felt about people burning his jersey and the decision. They call it a decision and all that shit. But yeah, not to get too deep off into basketball, but I just feel like, bro, if son, this is my job here. If you want this job, I can get you into this job. No problem. You know who I am. Do you want that? Yeah, okay. But you do know that they're gonna talk about you. Okay. If you a bum, nigga, they're gonna talk about you.
But like you just said to Kev.
I'm not gonna run to him.
Say like you took your son and you said, hey, I'm gonna put him here. But your son boss come to you and be like, man, this joker lazy. Yeah. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Time out, Roy. I'm confused, dog.
No, cause
hear me out. I need an understanding, cause you got me lost for a second. What is your definition of garbage? Because you have now said it.
Listen, I didn't say it. Stephen A. Smith said it.
No, okay,
but you have said
like you have reiterated, and you don't think that he's a good
so you agree with Stephen A. Smith?
I agree.
So I want to understand what do you mean?
Wait a minute. Okay, listen. Look,
I don't understand.
Okay. I'm not a basketball player.
Because you don't look like you can jump high enough to put paper under your feet, bro.
I mean, you say that, but I seen you play.
We get sidetracked.
I'm cold, bro.
You gotta stop
playing, bro.
Too fast, missing layups. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, come on now. But look, all I'm saying is this. Look, for the NBA, all right, when you compare, you put LeBron next to a player, what's old boy always carrying the pistols?
John Morant.
Put him next to him.
How you know that so fast, bro? I was thinking like, damn.
Look. But what I'm saying is, put him next to him. Now, come on. But when I'm not saying he's like garbage, but for the NBA, I'm like, man, you in college you was only scoring two. Of course, on the Lakers. Scoring, wait a minute. Of course, on the Lakers they're gonna get him some. They're gonna feed him the ball because of who his pops is.
Okay,
no,
so
that's not true.
Oh my
Winning games is
y'all think LeBron ain't got a hand
but you're still not answering my question. What are you saying is making him trash? Is it his points?
I'm comparing him
to who? Because are you based on what? What are you comparing? Points, rebounds, steals. Minutes.
I'm comparing them to other players.
Against what, though? Against what?
You keep going. Let me talk, nigga.
You're saying you're comparing him to John Morant. Okay, as in what?
Like points.
In what?
Okay. Anything you want. You can go points. These last few games, the 38 points. He's been going off. Yeah, but dog, what I'm saying is, y'all act like LeBron ain't got a hand in him.
I agree.
Nobody said that.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But you're saying that he's trash, and I'm trying to figure out how. Because his stats are better than a lot of the starters.
Smith said he's trash too.
Time out.
So Stephen A. Smith, but he ain't an analyst. He don't know what's going on in the game.
But if his opinion is to say he's trash, that means he's trash.
I ain't saying his opinion is God, but bro, I ain't the only one. Okay, but I feel you.
I'm just trying to figure out what somebody's definition
Bro,
of
nobody-
trash is.
If you make it to the NBA, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm not saying he's the best player, but to say he's bad or trash is a mean ass
nobody-
Would you pick him
overstatement.
first?
Nobody
Would you
send
pick him first?
Over. If
He
you're saying,
wasn't
if
picked
you
first.
listen, hold on,
It seemed like you had a group
you're
of people to pick, and you
comparing-
had to pick
And
5
he came in
players.
55th? Yeah,
No,
I
hey,
put him at
if you
55th.
had to
listen,
pick
what the
5
fuck?
players, would you?
am I gonna pick him
Or
over?
pick 20 players? Would you pit them on? If you had to pick 20 players out the NBA, would you?
Okay,
pick
let me
them?
put it like this. Put it
Would
like
you
this.
pick them?
Put it like this.
I
If
give
I
you
can-
20 players.
Why don't y'all
No.
talking
Okay.
logic?
Because he's not top 20. The nigga just got there.
Thank you. Talking logic, nigga. The
Nigga,
pick is
he ain't top 50.
Right.
I'll give you 50
now
players
you
now
Wait,
that I'll
wait,
pick in front of
what
him.
you talking? You talking about seasoned
I
fucking
can't.
players, bro?
I don't
I
care,
can't.
bro.
Listen,
I can't.
Y'all,
Wait,
y'all
stop,
acting
stop,
like
stop.
LeBron ain't have
I
a
can't.
hand
Bro.
in getting this man in the NBA.
I can't think of 50
I
players better.
I
4
can't
50
believe
players
y'all
better
think
than
he was good enough to be in the
And
NBA.
after we get off this
I'm sorry.
podcast, bro, I need a list of 50 players you got better than
will
Bronny
give-
James
I
right
will
now.
give
I
it to
swear to
you.
God.
Wait, time out,
I swear to God, because you can't name 50. I can bet $1,000 you can't name 50 NBA players right now. Active NBA players.
Don't even worry about it. Don't
Active
even worry, but
NBA
you ain't-
players without
Brother,
Google, you couldn't name 50 right
It don't
now.
even matter. I'll Google 50 that's
See, that's
better
the
than
problem.
LeBron.
Yeah, I Google.
Look,
Huh?
that's better than LeBron's son. I'll bet you that.
I bet you
Of
can't.
course you gonna find 50 players better.
I bet
Bro,
he can't.
come
I
on.
bet
Thank
he
you,
can't.
sir. Thank you. At least you
I bet
honest.
he
He's a fucking
At least
rookie.
he-
Hey, wait,
at least
wait,
he's
wait,
honest.
I bet he
wait,
can't.
wait, can
At
I
least
fin-
he's honest.
Let me finish
Because
my
he
statement.
think that it's
I ain't
Let
finna
me
let you
finish-
smut his name like that.
Wait. Let me finish my statement.
better stop.
It ain't 50 players better than Bronny James
You
right
better
now.
stop.
wait,
You better stop
wait,
it.
wait.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
we finished.
Okay,
Can we-
get back on topic.
Okay,
Because
thank
I'm
you.
going to beat him up.
Thank-
Get back on topic.
Thank
Get back
you.
on
Get
topic.
back on top.
Okay, let's
So,
You are smoking.
first and foremost, the game is 82. The season is 82 games a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The middle of the year is when the rookie starts to show himself. He starts to show himself, bro. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about, and
I
you
don't care.
acting like
I don't care.
wait, and you saying the top 20. I said talk logical numbers. The lottery is from 1 to 55. That nigga got picked up 53. So of course there's 50 other players better than him in this fucking draft class, bro.
It's really not. That's
But
the crazy part.
by their
The
by
only-
their-
I'm about to say
The only
nothing.
reason-
now, can
The
I
only
finish?
reason he
Let me-
dropped
y'all
the 50.
think
Now let me
LeBron
finish.
have
The
a
only reason
hand
he
in
dropped the
Let
50
me-
is because he
Bro,
got hurt.
LeBron don't have a hand in
Let me-
that.
He would have been higher
That's
had
the
he
only
been.
reason I'm tripping.
I gotta get a fucking,
Your
like,
fucking
fucking red
mind.
light
2
thing.
points in the college and you in there?
No, because I don't agree
Okay,
with the whole.
believe.
There's 50 players better than him. Because
Bro,
there's
in
not.
the entire NBA,
No.
bro, there is 50 players better than Bronny
Thank
James.
you.
I
Stop
get-
that
I was about to
shit.
say,
Stop
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 that
that
bullshit.
shit, bro.
Stop.
Stop that shit.
We
Think
can
about
go
there's
with-
24 teams.
Okay,
the top big
again,
three. Wait, stop.
I need to
Stop.
understand what your definition of better is. Because if you're talking about,
Oh, this
Change
nigga
the
trying
subject.
to cement.
are we
change
talking
the
about
subject.
points? Who's
Okay,
averaging
but
more
we're getting off
points?
topic.
Can we
We're
change
getting
the
off
subject?
topic.
Yeah, we about to change the
You be
subject.
quiet.
Let me ask you a question, just real quick, just so I get an understanding of your niggas better.
No.
Right now,
No.
right now, right now, better player, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard. Right now, better player.
Tatum.
By health or what?
No,
Tatum.
fuck that. No,
Tatum.
fuck that. Answer your question.
Tatum.
Better player right
Tatum.
now,
Let me get over here, bro.
Kawhi
Let me- I don't
or
wanna tell you
Jason
to go.
Tatum.
Tatum. I give it to Tatum.
You mean right now?
Right now,
Right
whatever
now?
your standard of
Boston
better is,
Tatum?
I need to know.
You
So
talking
that way
about Boston
it'll help
Tatum?
me with my standing.
Boston Tatum. Boston.
Right
Tatum.
now, at this
Tatum.
very moment,
Tatum.
a better player, whatever your standard of better is, whatever your grading is, when you say, in my opinion, in the mirror, when you look at yourself and say, in my opinion, this player is better than this player, who are you picking between Jason Tatum and Kawhi Leonard?
I'll
Tatum.
take Kawhi.
I take Tatum.
I'll take Kawhi.
I take Tatum.
I'll take
I'm
Kawhi.
gonna
Sorry.
take Kawhi because
take Tatum.
Kawhi is an all-balanced player.
Yes.
So is Tatum.
He
And
plays-
Tatum is more
No,
aggressive.
he's made-
Tatum coming in every
Yeah,
time.
but,
If you
but,
give
Tatum
Defensively,
Tatum
bro?
is lazy
That's how
on
I know,
defense.
for me, and this is my opinion,
Okay.
that's how I know you're not a basketball watcher.
I'm not. I'm football.
Because
but
to say
you
that
said
is
my
crazy
opinion.
work. And
You
it's
said
okay.
my
and
opinion.
that's how I now know. Now it makes sense why you believe there's 50 players better than him. 100%.
He do too.
But it's okay, but it makes more sense
He
now
do
for
too,
your
though.
understanding.
But he do too. He can't say nothing else
that's
because
wild.
he's a basketball watcher. But you won't say
But I
nothing
can,
else.
I can sit there now. I can have the argument with him. Now
50.
it makes no sense
So
to have the argument with
I
you.
agree with him. 50 players better. And
I still can. I bet
I don't
any
care.
of that dollar to dog shit that neither one of y'all together
Care.
can't name
Stop.
50 active NBA players.
you know nobody care about actor.
I guarantee. Why are we gonna bring up somebody that's not playing? That's stupid.
I can Google 50 that's better than LeBron.
Okay, let's change
No, you
subject.
can't.
Change the subject.
Okay,
Change
it's
the
not.
subject.
It's not really a change of
Light
subject,
skin.
but
Change the subject.
okay, give me and Because since we arguing and I'm on that shit, top fives. Give me your starting five. You got to go from point guard to center.
Is it modern day?
Everybody, bro.
It don't
Everybody.
matter. Everybody.
Everybody.
Active, old school.
Everybody, bro. Dead or alive. Your top five. But it got to be point guard all the way down. You can say LeBron is your point guard and shit like that when you want to mix and match it and shit like that.
I ain't mixing and matching shit.
No, I'm just saying because people say Giannis is a point forward and shit.
I got you.
So you can mix it up.
Can I go first? I ain't mixing and matching shit.
Go ahead.
96 Bulls.
You can't pick the whole squad, bro.
Hey, this is my motherfucking choice.
That's top five.
Yes, sir.
Top five.
Okay. Nigga, my dad from the south side of Chicago. I grew up a Bulls fan. 96 Bulls. Against anybody.
Okay.
Give a fuck.
Me? All right, at my one, I'm probably going to put MJ.
Of course.
2.
Watch him pick LeBron.
I'm put
James,
Kobe.
son.
No. 2, I'm gonna put T-Mac. 3, I'm gonna put Kobe. 4, I'm gonna put
Niggas is really like focused over here.
Olajuwon.
Who?
Center?
No, I'm still trying to. I'm getting
Olajuwon at the 4.
At the fuck?
Okay,
You ain't gonna put
yeah.
Shaq?
And I'm putting Shaq at the 5.
Yeah. This nigga don't play basketball. Shaq is a 5. Why would you put him at the 4?
Because you
You
just
said
said
four.
you could
You
put
said
Bron at
center.
the 1 if you
No,
wanted
but
to.
He said center. I mean,
but he
LeBron,
say
Shaq
Olajuwon
can
at
pick
the
the
4
center.
and Shaq at the
Olajuwon
5.
at the 4 and Shaq at the 5.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
Elijah
but
got
if you
better mobility.
but if you just told somebody he can run Bron at the 1, then you should be
Yeah,
able
that's
to
what
run
I'm
them
saying.
2
Why
however
can't
you
I
want
switch
to.
him out?
But he said, why not Shaq? And he ain't let the nigga finish because he wasn't even done yet.
But he didn't say Shaq, though.
He did. He said Shaq was his 5.
5 is center.
That nigga running trees over there.
Thinking Olajuwon playing the center. I'm putting Olajuwon at the 4.
See, because Elijah plays center, right?
Plays center.
I know basketball. I ain't dumb, but you
Nobody
know,
say you dumb.
no, because
bro.
you were like, he don't know about. I'm like, hold up, didn't Elijah play center?
yeah,
That's
he
why I
did,
said,
I got
you ain't gonna
it.
put Shaq.
Yeah, I got
That's
it.
why I said that.
Give me yours, man.
Let's go,
I
Lance.
gotta go last.
We don't care, Lance. You all sensitive, light skinned niggas, man.
Yeah, that's why I put you next to Drake on the poster. That nigga asked me why.
Light skinned niggas.
There you go. You showing
He over there.
showing your true colors right
He
now.
over there like, I can't go on.
They like a real light skin.
I got it.
No.
That nigga real-
Hey, top
Wow.
5. Hold up.
Give me your top
What's your top 5? Come on. Top
I
5.
mean, straight up.
Your
Top
your
5.
starting 5.
And
your
I mean,
starting.
be real. Let's go.
Curry, Jordan, Bron, KD, Shaq.
Okay.
And it ain't
I
going
fucks
to no
with
other
KD.
order.
Because I
And it ain't
fucks
going to no other order than that.
with no other.
Okay.
Okay, I agree. But I'm 96
At them
Bulls.
positions too.
96 Bulls.
Okay.
I'll take Curry, Jordan, Kobe, KD, Shaq.
Y'all don't want Bronny?
I never said, bro.
I'm about to go smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
give me,
you can
if you
can
give me
flip up.
10
Who wanna-
top
who wanna-
fives,
who wanna
Can I
step in?
smoke? Can I smoke a
Yeah.
cigarette?
Who want to step
Oh,
in?
yeah, any
If
y'all
you-
wanna
Oh,
step
wanna
in?
take a
Come
break?
on. Come on.
No, we
if you give me, if you give me 10 top fives, Bronny gonna make
We're
one
gonna take a
of them.
break.
We
We're
taking
gonna
a
take a
break?
break.
You said
So we are back after our little smoke break, man. Everybody lifted again?
Back to where I need to be.
Straight.
Lord have mercy.
So I got a question for y'all.
Come on, John Morant.
Since we all vets here, right? All of us is vets.
Yeah.
Would you have, if you can go back, would you have joined the military again, and why or why not?
yes,
You starting off then, my man.
yes, but I wouldn't have went Army.
Okay.
I would have went Air Force.
Why?
Okay.
Knowing what I know now, the possibilities that I had, only because during my time I had a chance to work and train with Air Force, learn more about how they do things, the schooling, the opportunities I could have potentially had going that way versus the Army. I would have still joined military because I think I was on a bad path prior to the military, so it was really military or bust for me.
A lot of us was.
So I think I would have redid military again because I actually enjoyed my military time. It's just you had to deal with a lot of the dumb shit that the Army brought you. But yeah, I would have joined military. I would have did military again, but it just wouldn't have went Army. I'd have did Air Force instead of
What you doing while you was in the
I was
what was your job?
12 Tango. I was a surveyor, engineer.
Engineer.
I'd have did the same thing because, like I said, my unit. I'll be in Kev was just talking about that from the top down, from my lieutenant colonel, to my lowest soldier was 13 people.
Nigga, that's his whole goddamn
My whole detachment.
company.
I was never in. I wasn't always in a detachment, a part of a bigger unit. So that's why it was always
Like,
easier for
nigga,
my
what?
unit to
We
go
got
on missions and do
13
different
people.
types of things that other units couldn't do. because I'm talking about I had a few soldiers, a couple NCOs, an officer, and a sergeant major and lieutenant colonel. That was my top to bottom chain of command. We fit literally in 4 officers.
What year did you join and when did you get out?
I joined in.
You that old?
No, because I had to think about it. Because I enlisted when I was still in high school.
Nah, but when
and then I joined. That's why I had to think about it for a
Shaky
second.
situation.
In 2011, and then I got out beginning of 2015.
Oh, you okay? Okay. Well, if you could, first question is to you, like,
Would you redo the
Would you
military?
redo it?
Would I redo it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll redo it.
Why?
Because I think the military, like Lance said, first off, on a bad path. Young Alabama, you don't really know what you're going to do after high school. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no scholarships or anything like that. I think the better option was the military. And when you join the military, especially when I joined, it wasn't soft as it is now. We actually turned us into men. Okay. They turned us into soldiers. You know, we started off with 33 in our platoon. We graduated 13 with one black dude, and that was me. So
damn.
Yeah, we made soldiers.
1960, nigga.
We made soldiers. 19 Delta, Cav Scout.
Cav Scout. Okay.
Put some respect on it.
Scout on. Hey, nigga, I don't really go into all that, but I put it like this.
You don't gotta go deep, bro.
Yeah, I don't really talk about it, but I put it like this, man. I was 11 Bravo, Army, Ranger, Airborne, and I keep it at that.
Would you redo it though?
Would you redo
it? Was the question?
Nah.
No.
No.
You don't want to go into
even would you not even as a reclass?
Nah, nothing.
You wouldn't join the military. Period.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna keep pushing, bro. I'm just
just understand it. Just to understand it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is that juice down here?
Yeah.
It was over there somewhere. Kev over here. He trying to get into the house.
Make sure y'all hide them labels because they ain't sponsoring us yet.
Yeah, that's why I put it on.
I know, right? Yeah. You know they ain't sponsoring.
I will say shout out to what's the name of this Sergey? Druneval.
Damn that.
From Oxford, right? Yep. Thank you guys. This was a birthday gift from my man Sergey, and I really appreciate it.
Like this.
I pretty much drank this whole thing by myself. It's delicious, and I will definitely be coming for some more. So thank y'all. Appreciate it.
I want to send a shout out to the Gentleman Jack. I know y'all ain't sponsoring this, but I love y'all drink. You know what I'm saying? So if you see us and you like us, God damn it.
Fuck with us.
Fuck with us, God damn it.
So,
I'm gonna pull a shot.
Me joining the military, I had like pretty much like the no choice situation. So it was either that or jail time.
Yeah, we know it.
And then on top of that, I had living in Long Beach, we had situations where it was like a war going on at this time. Mm-hmm. There was no peace. Like Mexicans versus blacks was like a real thing going on, and a bunch of Mexican people put around like our block. Like if we see any mayates, like niggas with white tees or black tees, like, cause you know that was the white tee, black tee.
Yeah, back in the day.
So if you see y'all just with plain white tees, you getting shot on sight.
They trying to get
and
you.
my mom's like, you need to get the fuck up out of here, like figure it out. So I originally joined the Navy, and they gave me a waiver because I only had this butts tattoo on my hand, and that's when they was trying to load up and get all people they can. This is 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, 2004, 2005, 2006 time frame.
Yeah.
So they trying to load up as many soldiers as they can, seamen, all that shit. You know what I mean? So I got picked for pararescue, bro, because I did well on my swimming test, my breathing test, like all that shit. I did well on that shit. So that's my original plan. I go to the recruiting station because he telling me I have to leave for MEPS the next day. So they take me to the hotel, blah, 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 and shit. And he said, hey, bro, they taking your waiver back. Now, mind you, they gave me a fucking $50,000 signing bonus. Yeah. That's why they was throwing that shit. Yeah, they took all that shit back.
What?
Yeah, they took all that shit back. Listen. Because they changed the law that was effective at this time that no tattoos on the hands, even with waivers. And they said it can't be gang related. I said, my last name is Butts. That's not fucking gang related. It's a fucking tattoo. I guess I was stupid and I didn't know what my last name is no more, so I fucking put it on my hand. Bro, I walked out of recruiting station. I shit you not, man. Oh my
That's
God.
wild.
Staff Sergeant Griffin was her name. Pretty lady, bro. I walked out the station and she said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "They told me I can't leave for the Navy. I was supposed to leave tomorrow." She's like, "I can have you in the Army in like 2 weeks." I was like, "Word?" She was like, "I can get you out of here." I was like, "Word." So I went in there. I picked 11 Bravo. I was like, "I want to go fuck shit up." That's all I told her.
You just want to fuck shit up.
That's all I told her. I want to go fuck shit up. And most of the men in my family is infantry too, like 11 Bravos. Most of them,
Okay,
yeah.
so you got a family.
So it's kind of one of those situations
Your
where I
family
can't.
is military?
Yeah, my
All
dad,
right,
my
all right.
uncles,
Yeah.
like most of them is. So
Nigga, can you pick the cat up or not? What is you doing?
it's kind of one of those situations to where you can't. If you pick one of them, what you call it? This nigga is out of pocket. What's wrong with you in the cat? What,
Me or
what's
him?
wrong with you? Can't pick the cat up?
No, I was just trying to, I didn't want to get hurt, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I'm trying to be quiet. You the one brought it up, and then you talking about it.
But I will say that if I could join again, I probably would. Now that's why I asked you, bro. Like, because you had to. I don't think you thought about the whole aspect of the question. That means you wouldn't have your kids that you made and all that other shit.
Why not?
Are
You think I had? Oh, bro, you must be crazy.
No. Well,
Hey, I was married. I was 17 when I first got married.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm talking about the.
You got in the military.
I was,
Okay, then I stand corrected. But I just well, then I have to speak for myself personally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have my children. I wouldn't have so to say that I wouldn't do it again. I would have to do it again because I love my life and I love my kids.
The reason I say this is because
military wise, like the job wise, bro, I'm 39 today. I feel 89, bro.
Yeah,
who don't?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, well, people that didn't go in the military and carry 60
we getting
fucking pounds.
shots in our
Those
back
who don't-
right now.
Bro,
Hey.
the everyday 39-year-old do not feel like me. That's what I'm saying.
They don't.
They
You're
don't.
right. You're
Bro,
right.
they don't have to fucking warm up in the morning. They're fucking
This
me
nigga
before
said
they
warm
straight
up.
up,
It's
bro.
like a
Hey,
clutch.
you
Straight
right.
up.
Hey, you right.
Bro, it feel like
It's going.
You have to wake up.
It really feel
Your
like
body has to really wake up in the
up.
morning. Yeah,
Bro, this shit is crazy as fuck, man. Like, and I always took myself to be a pretty fucking like fit person,
in shape
In
type
shape.
person.
I tried to when I could, bro. And man, bro, it's rough. It's rough.
Age will get you. Age
And I don't,
will
and you
get
know what? I don't know. I don't want to say that it's so much that it's age. I want to say that if you don't take care of your body, LeBron at 40 years old, bro. I'm not trying to go back to sports, but that's like crazy.
Yeah, I mean to play at such a high level, because you've seen a lot of. But let's not get back off.
Yeah,
let's
but you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think if I ate right my whole fucking life because of genetics. Probably too, you know what I mean? So I can't sit up there and say if I ate right the whole time, if I did this diet, I did that and that my body would be fit. I just watched a fucking documentary the other day on fucking YouTube about a World War II veteran, a black man, bro. This man was 109 years old, and I said to write this man's name down. It was 8 years ago. I didn't realize the video was 8 years ago, but this man lived to be 109 years old.
Yeah.
This man smoked fucking 12 cigars a day and drank 3 to 4 cups of black coffee throughout his day. That was my nigga's diet. That was his diet. So it's crazy that people sit up there and will work out.
Hey, look, I believe you because I watched it wasn't a documentary, it was an interview, one of those short joints. This lady said, "How did you live so long?" She said, "Look, I ate a Kit Kat every day."
That's crazy,
A
right?
Kit Kat. That's a candy bar. It's chocolate. A Kit Kat. She was like 90, 97 years old. She was, bro, and she looked good. She was like, "No, I eat a Kit Kat every day."
I think
crazy.
Y'all
I
think I'm
just
playing.
think- I think
I'm gonna
it's
find it and send it
genetics,
to y'all.
Bro, I don't think...
I really do believe it's
I
genetics.
think
Of course.
Your timing is your timing.
Your time, and when it's your time, it's just your
That's
time.
what I'm saying. You can be the most
it's-
fit person.
You really can.
Joe,
Yeah.
come on,
Like,
fit as hell.
Hey,
Olympic
the
champion.
basketball,
Died.
soccer players that pass out,
They
they're
just pass
you
out
know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
field.
Like,
Yeah,
it
it's
can be
all
your time.
when it's your time,
So,
it's your time.
with that being said, celebrate your life every fucking day.
Every day.
Please.
Spend it with good people
Please.
as much as you can. Try to eat right. Try to get fit.
Please.
Try to protect your mental health.
And don't have no friends named Roy.
My boy.
My nigga,
Hey,
is
that's my boy.
that bitch right up in there.
That's my boy.
Stay lifted.
Already.
Smoke when you can. And join us next time, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the very first episode of the Lift the Game podcast. Again, I'm your host, Kev Dat Dude.
Gang. Gang.
Follow us on YouTube, IG, Facebook, all that shit. Soon we'll be up on Patreon and Spotify. Very soon, I think like next week.
I got a cousin named Patreon.
Nigga, what?
We're gonna get some red. We're gonna get some red cups for next.
My homeboy
Blue
Patreon be
cups.
coming through.
I swear I got a cousin named Patreon, bro.
But we're gonna get at y'all. Please like, subscribe, follow my guys, and let us know. Give us some subjects that y'all want us to talk about.
Word.
Because we just went light today because I told them niggas like, hey, this is the first episode. We ain't trying to get banned out the first time.
We high.
But yeah,
Straight up.
We ready to get, and lack for better terms, like we trying to get saucy with y'all. So
Saucy.
you know what I'm saying?
Tell
What's
them, bro.
cracking?
Talk to him.
So we see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Appreciate y'all, gang. All that.
Hey, it is what it is, baby.
Peace.
Peace.
Strength and honor.